Chapter 19. A subdivision declaration reads, no property within this subdivision may be further subdivided for the sale or otherwise, and no property may be used to other than single-family housing. This is an example of restrictive covenant. A landowner who wants to use property in a manner that is prohibited by local zoning ordinances but would benefit the community can apply by which of the following? Conditional use permit. What is not included in public land use control? Restrictive covenant. Under its policy powers, a municipality may regulate all of the following about housing in a development: the lot size, the building height, the type of a structure, except identity of ownership. The purpose of a building permit is to provide evidence of compliance with municipal regulation. Zoning powers are conferred on municipal government in which of the following ways? By a state enabling act. A town enacts a new zoning code. Under the new code, commercial buildings are not permitted within 1,000 feet of the lake. A commercial building that is permitted to continue in its former use even though it is built on the lake shore is an example of a non-conforming use. To determine whether a location can be put to future use as a retail store, one would examine the zoning ordinance. All of the following are legal deeds restriction: the type of building that may be constructed, activity that are not to be constructed at the site, minimum site of building to be constructed except the allowable ethnic origin of purchasers. A restriction in seller's deed may be enforced by which of the following? Court injunction. A buyer owns a large tract of land. After an adequate study of all the relevant facts, the buyer legally divides the land into 30 lots suitable for the construction of residence. In this situation, the buyer is acting as a subdivider. A map is illustrating the size and location of streets, lots, and a subdivision is called a plat of subdivision. In one city, developers are limited by law to construct no more than an average of 3 houses per acre. In any subdivision, what does the restriction regulate? The gross density. Which of the following is a variance? An exception to a zoning ordinance. Permitted land use and set-aside housing projections, transportation issue, and objectives per implementing future control development would all be found in a community's comprehensive plan. Which of the following items would usually not be shown on the plat for a new subdivision? Price of residential and commercial lots. A plat for a proposed subdivision is submitted to the municipality. Restrictive covenant apply to and bind successive owners to the property. To protect the public from fraudulent interstate land sale, a developer involved in interstate interstate land sales of 25 or more lots must provide each purchaser with a printed report disclosing detail of the property. In Georgia, zoning variance may be issued both administratively and after a public hearing.